Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday. Tomorrow and Friday, you will not have a lesson video because you'll have a Nearpod activity and a Kahoot quiz. So I just wanted to say that now. I'll post reminders in the class. We have our mini meeting today at 11:30 because it's Wednesday. And this is our last achievement level descriptor that we're going to be working on this year. So here we're now at the level 5 question. And it says we are going to determine the error in the steps of a distributive property strategy. So this is like the spot the error game that we would play at teacher table or during centers. So here we know that there's something wrong with every single problem, and we are going to find it and we're going to fix it. So number 1 says identify the error in the following problem using the distributive property. Explain your answer. We're not going to explain with words, we're going to explain with math. Because the lovely thing about math is when you show all your steps, you have explained. So let's take a look at what's happening here. They have 7 times 9, and they decide to break that up into 5 times 9. So they took the 7, and they broke it into 2 and 5. Okay, so far so good. And they did 5 times 9. Okay, that's good. Plus, that's good. We're supposed to have a plus sign in the middle. 2 plus 9. Are they supposed to have a 2 plus 9 right here? Look over here. Here they have a multiplication sign, and here they have a plus sign. So 5 times 9 is 45. Okay, legit. 2 plus 9 is 11. Yeah, that is 11, but we're not supposed to have 11. It's supposed to be times. Here, it shouldn't be 11. I'm going to cross that 11 out. It should be 18. It should be 45 plus 18, and that's going to get us a totally different answer. Remember, guys, you don't have to draw my arrows. These are just me putting emphasis on something. That's totally fine. I would definitely cross out the plus and put an X because we're going to multiply. All right, and now we need to add 45 and 18. All right, 8 plus 5 is 3, carry our 1, 4 and 1 is 5, and 1 more is 6. So it should have been 63, not 54, because they chose to add in this part instead of multiplying. Okay, number 2, let's find that error. So they're doing 5 times 6, and it looks like they're going to split the 6 and not the 5. So let's see how they split it. So they did 5 times 2. Okay, so they pulled out a 2. So if you pull out a 2 from 6, your other number has to be a 4. Plus 5 times 3. You can't pull out a 3. It has to be a 4 because if you're making 6, they did it with 2. This number has to be 4 because otherwise 3 plus 2 is actually 4. Okay, so 5 times 2 is 10 plus 15. That's not right. That should be 20. And 10 plus 20 is definitely 30. That was their error there. They didn't break apart the 6 correctly. They got 2 and 3. 2 plus 3 is 5. 2 plus 4 is 6. Okay. Number 3, 8 times 6. Let's see, which one are they breaking up? So here we have a 3 plus 6. Okay, so that has to be the 8. So they used a 3. They had 8, they used 3. That means there's 5 remaining. Okay, 3 times 6 plus 5 times 6. So far, so good. Okay, 3 times 6 is definitely 18. Yep, so that was right. 5 times 6, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So this is 30. And they wrote 25 there. They miscounted when they went by 5s. So 18 plus 30 is actually 48, not 43. It's 48. Okay, let's look at this next one. We have 12 times 11. Okay, so I see the 12 stayed, so that means they broke up the 11. All right, there's an 8. They used 8. The other number has to be 3 because 3 plus 8 is 11. Hopefully it's a prettier 3 than what I just wrote. 8 and 3, okay, good. 12 and 12, yep. And they have a 1 in the middle. 8 times 12, 1, 3 times 12. Okay, first of all, that's wrong. Think about what sign should be in the middle. Look up here, look at the other problems. That should be a plus sign. Okay, so 8 times 12. Think about breaking that up. Make it into 8 times 10, and then 8 times 2. You want to add those up together, and you will get 96, because 8 times 10 is 80, 8 times 2 is 16, 80 plus 16 is 96. For 3 times 12, you're going to use the exact same method. 3 times 10 is 30, 3 times 2 is 6, 30 plus 6 is 36. Okay, so their 96 and their 36 are good, but why are they subtracting? They should be adding. First of all, they had a 1 there, and then they went and they turned their 1 into a minus. That's not right. We don't subtract in the middle, not ever, not with the distributive property. So we want to add 96 and 36. 6 plus 6 is 12, carry our 1. 3 and 9 is 12, plus 1 more, 13. So their answer should have been 132. They got there and they just switched their sign at the end. Don't switch your sign at the end. These level 5 questions aren't nearly as bad as I bet you guys thought they'd be when we started. Just because it says that it's a high-level question doesn't mean that it's crazy hard. It just means it's asking you to think in a different way. Because finding mistakes in something, that means that you know exactly what you're doing. Those kinds of questions will always say that they're like a level 5. But all that means is you're going and checking somebody's work. Kind of like what we do on the carpet with our highlighters. You guys have been doing level 5 all year and you didn't even realize it. All right, we have 5 times 13. I see they kept the 5, so they're breaking up the 13. So 13, I see a 9. If I take 9 away from 13, I'm left with 4. Okay. I see a 9, I see a 4, 5, 5. There's a plus in the middle. Aha! They did it again. It should be a multiplication sign in the middle. So 5 times 9, that's definitely 45. But this should be 20, not 9. And 45 plus 20 is definitely 65. I will see you guys at 11:30 for our mini meeting.